So you're thinking about moving to Decatur, Georgia. Maybe you've heard the schools are great. Maybe you've heard the taxes are high. Maybe you've heard it's one of the most desirable suburbs in Metro Atlanta, and also one of the most expensive. So the real question is, in 2026, with interest rates where they are, is Decatur actually worth it? Hey, I'm Christa Coore-Powell, Atlanta Realtor with eXp Realty. And on this channel, Atlanta Real Estate Insider, we make sure you know what the listing is not telling you. We're doing a full Decatur reality check, the good, the bad, and the numbers nobody talks about. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about what Decatur actually is, because people throw the word around like it's one thing. Decatur is not one neighborhood. Decatur's got the City of Decatur, that's the Decatur zip code, the Decatur City School District. That's the one everybody wants, right? So that's 30030. Then you've got unincorporated Decatur, or as I like to say, Decatur, which is a Decatur mailing address, but DeKalb County schools. Two very different price points, two very different tax situations. And if you don't know the difference, you may overpay for an address that doesn't come with the schools that you thought you were buying. The City of Decatur median home price right now is hovering around $600,000 to $700,000 for a single family home. And you can still find condos and townhomes in the 4s and 5s. Outside the city limits, same Decatur mailing address, you can still find homes in the 300s to low 400s. That's a $300,000 difference for the same Decatur on your mail. And that's the thing you need to know. Now let's talk about the thing that everyone asks about first, schools. Decatur city schools are consistently ranked among the top in Georgia. It's a small district, high per pupil spending, strong community involvement. The middle and high school both get high marks. If you've got school-age kids and you're comparing Decatur to other in-town neighborhoods like East Atlanta Village or Grant Park, which feed into Atlanta public schools, Decatur city schools are a meaningful step up, and that's priced in. You're paying for those schools. The question is whether they're worth the premium for your family. Now let's talk about the actual lifestyle. Decatur has a real downtown, not a strip mall pretending to be downtown. Decatur Square is walkable, full of restaurants. The MARTA station is right there. There are festivals and events, what feels like every weekend from March through October. And if you want to be able to walk to dinner, walk to a coffee shop, walk to the farmer's market, Decatur delivers that in a way most Atlanta suburbs simply do not, at least not yet. And then we want to talk about the commute. Decatur to Midtown on a good day, 15 to 20 minutes. On an Atlanta traffic day, 30 to 40, and honestly, maybe an hour depending on the traffic. And I'd say it's going to be the same for downtown. Decatur to the airport, about 25 minutes without any traffic. But let's be real, the airport is still a beast and you're budgeting 35 to 40 during peak times. MARTA can take you from Decatur Station to the airport straight, which is so underrated and honestly one of my favorite ways to go to the airport because I don't have to worry about so many things and it drops you off literally in baggage claim. Literally one of the most underrated benefits of living there. Now, let's talk about the part that stings, property taxes. City of Decatur taxes are higher than surrounding areas. You're paying City of Decatur taxes, DeKalb County taxes, and school taxes. On a $600,000 home, your annual property tax bill can easily run anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000. So when you compare that to unincorporated DeKalb, where you might pay $5,000 to $6,000 on the same price point. So over 10 years, that's $40,000 to $50,000 price difference. And that's real money. And that's why you need to know whether you're in the City of Decatur or just a Decatur mailing address, because the tax bill will tell you real quick. So is Decatur still worth it in 2026? Here's my honest answer. It's all about what matters to you and your values. If you value walkability, if schools are a top priority, if you want a real community feel with events and festivals and a downtown that still feels like you're in a town, and you can afford the premium both in the purchase price and the annual taxes, Decatur is absolutely still worth it. There's a reason demand has held up better here than in a lot of Metro Atlanta. But if you're stretching to get into the City of Decatur and you don't have school-age kids, or you're okay driving to dinner, you might get more house for your money in East Atlanta Village, Kirkwood, or just unincorporated Decatur and still be 10 minutes from the square. And here's my best piece of advice for anyone relocating. Date the neighborhood before you marry it. Rent first, even for 6 months. Get a midterm rental. Live the commute. Walk to the square on a Tuesday. See if the reality matches the dream, because listings tell you about square footage and granite countertops. They don't tell you what it actually feels like to live here. Now, if you're considering Decatur or anywhere from Midtown down to Jonesboro, I've got the Atlanta Homebuyer Blueprint linked below. It includes my neighborhood comparison matrix, the midterm rental strategy I just mentioned, and the exact checklist I use with my relocation clients to find the right fit. Grab it using the link, and if you want to talk specifics, book a free buyer strategy call with me. Make sure you know what the listing is not telling you. Strategy, not stress. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.